Hello everybody, Jay Barino here, welcome back. We are playing Warcraft 3 Reforged, and we're on the founding of Durotar. So we're making our way through Mulgore to save Bane, who has been captured. Doesn't he get captured in battle for Azeroth as well? Why is this guy always getting captured?
I wander alone.
He should be ashamed of himself. Alright, so I'm going to do the side mission first, which I think is to kill Harpies. I do have two open inventory slots, you know, nothing major. I should just always use this every time. Just to make sure that I make sure that it was worth having in the first place, because I did ditch some other usable items, which, to be fair, were, even though I actually used them, were basically worthless for the most part. So I'm actually sort of happy to those are their spirit pigs. To have something that will make a big impact, even if I barely use it.
Rotting Kodo husks. What a terrible waste. The Harpies will pay for this sacrilege of nature.
So see how the slow debuff gets applied immediately? If we had an Orb of Slow, it only is a chance to be applied. So that's why I think the Orb of Frost was worth saving up and spending all that money on. So we spent a lot of money in Theramore, and so I may not be able to get necklaces of spell immunity on everybody that I really want. But I still think it's worth it at this point. I think we made the right choices. I hate Wind Witches because they put me to sleep. That irritates me, and it's almost not even worth bothering trying to wake up our heroes because they wake up in like 3 to 4 seconds anyway.
What lies before me?
Which is sort of another reason why... the Orb of Slow is not as good, because again, the chance to be applied in the first place is so much less for heroes. Sometimes I see the Serpent Ward, and even though it looks so different than what I'm about to describe, I'm like, oh, that might be an enemy healing ward. It's because as it's getting placed. You know, you're like, oh, that could be a stasis trap or whatever. So we have to kill 20 Harpies. We have a grievance with the Harpies. We must completely eradicate them. Says Rexar, the guy who was like, oh, you know, I hate these societies that mistreat nature. Instead, we're just going to completely obliterate this group of birds that live in the wild. Like, yes, I understand they're doing stuff that we can't have. You know, they're threatening our livelihood. But it's funny that at the beginning of this campaign, Rexar was like, oh, those darned civilized folks, etc., etc. Yeah, see, Hex and Stormbolt, it doesn't keep these Harpies, it doesn't keep the leveled Harpies locked down. Like, anything above level 5, it's like noticeably less time. So it's hard to say if that's worth... Honestly, I think I should be getting in the habit of micromanaging my Hex and Stormbolt on units that it would actually benefit keeping stunned. So like Hex on a unit that is not level 5, like it's just like a normal unleveled enemy unit, is going to be way more valuable because it's going to last for the whole duration, which is 45 flippin' seconds. Whereas here, if I were to Hex this stupid thing, see, it's like 2 to 3 seconds. It reduces the duration by like 90%, it seems like, if not more. Okay, here's the Harpy Queen. Alright, I like that Chen can attack air. That's helpful. And then just put down our Serpent Wards, pick one of the smaller ones in the back, and then Hex. This would be probably pretty good for some ultimates, but it's also not necessary. Look at how much HP we've got. See, he's asleep, but only for like a hot second. Keep getting Quillboars and Serpent Wards to distract them and or actually do damage.
Flush them out.
All right, Harpy Queen dropped nothing. There's the last. Oh, it's because she's polymorphed. See, that worked great because I think anything under level 6 doesn't get that bonus, or if there is a bonus, it's significantly less.
I wander alone.
Scroll of Restoration is surprisingly good, so I think I'll pick that up, if only to sell it later. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Scroll of the Beast.
I'm ready to track.
Now that I'm focused more on the money aspect, I'm definitely back to having too good to use syndrome. I think we have to go back to Thunderbluff. I don't know if this is technically Thunderbluff or not, but it's, you know, the predecessor of Thunderbluff. It's like, will we use these scrolls on our way to rescuing Bane, or we could just sell them and have the money so that we can actually buy stuff that we want? We'll just sell it. 300 HP. I mean, my heroes. Let's look.
What lies
300
before
HP
me?
healing there. Not gonna make a big difference, I don't think. Maybe for Rokan, but that's about it. I should maybe share the love and give him some strength tomes. I don't know. All right, so we can turn this in. I don't know what he gives us, but whatever he gives us, we'll probably just sell, and we'll sell these 2 scrolls as well.
Flush them out.
Keep those open inventory slots.
We are in your debt, warrior. The Harpies will not trouble us again for many seasons. Still, I fear that without our chieftain's leadership, our tribe's prosperity will fade.
Well, that was kind of a bummer way to end the... Oh no, he get... Don't insult me with your amulet of spell. I'm gonna sell it in front of your face. That's what I think of your gift. You fool. All right, let's go.
I'm acting on instinct.
Now it's time to kill Centaur. We have to get up here first, and then I think you have to escort him back. So I don't know if the teleportation manual that we ditched could have actually been very good, and I just completely disregarded it. I don't know. We're getting like 1 XP apiece from these stupid things. Oh, it's because they're level 2. Same thing with the Staff of Silence, though. We want to be silencing stuff that is low level to make it most worthwhile, because anything that is higher level will be affected by it significantly less. But like enemy heroes for sure is where we want to focus on using that.
Acting on instinct.
I don't like how you can't throw the Drunken Haze at the ground, so that I mean, it does splash damage, so it would be nice that you didn't have to worry about that as much.
My another round? I'm ready to track.
Is that a seal, or was that a bird? I don't know. It looked like he was polymorphed into a seal.
Converge.
This guy's level 10. Honestly, Chen is a better tank than Rexar at this point, though they are kind of close. And Chen also has extra 300 HP, so that makes a pretty big difference. I'm hitting W. Uh-oh. The keyboard lag. Let me just turn it off and reset it real quick. Obviously, nothing's gonna go wrong. I think actually it has to do with maybe the fact that my phone is in a specific location on my desk and interferes with the connection. I think it's just that simple. I just moved it and now it seems fine. Granted, I did reset it, but sometimes when I reset it, there's still issues. So maybe that's the only issue. Who knows? Rather than resummoning Misha, sure, let's spend more mana. That makes sense. Whoa! You can add that to the library of Jay Barrino mocking sounds from Warcraft 3. Here, just get a new Misha. These
acting on instinct.
Quillboars have quite a lot of health.
I've got the scent. I'm acting on
Orgrimmar's a city for everyone, except the Centaur, and except the Kobolds, and except the Quillbeasts, and except the Harpies.
On the prowl. Greetings, Brother Wind Totem. I was told you could help me locate Chieftain Bloodhoof's son. There may still be a chance that the boy lives, but we'll need to find the Centaur encampment as quickly as possible. That's the Centaur encampment. They could be keeping Bane in one of those cages, but we'll have to fight our way to them.
I dreamed of this.
Okay, so Bovar has no voice lines. What can we do here? Mercenary camp. I mean, I don't want to really spend more. Oh!
The spirits of the earth
I take it back.
surround me.
I'm ready to track.
Has ethereal form, which allows him to avoid physical damage. Also a spirit link, which allows him to distribute incoming damage. Okay, so let's bring these along with us and just cast a bunch of spirit link, I guess, even though our heroes are still really valuable. So I think this is cool how there are corpses on the ground, and then you can just resurrect them, even though they're just like laying dead out on the field. That was a cool way to introduce the ability. All right, let's go.
I wander alone.
Bring these things up.
Spirits surround me.
Wow, that's only 75 mana? Normally that's like 200 mana or something, so they changed that significantly. Also, they have a 600 mana pool, which is just bananas. Okay, let's get in there, and I guess what I can do is, because they're flame striking, I think it's encouraging you to use Spirit Link. Though at the same time, if my normal Tauren aren't really getting in there, there's really no... I don't think there's much of a point in bothering. We can just let our heroes do pretty much all the work.
Flush them
I think it's interesting that they give you Boven Wind Totem, who is literally just the normal Spirit Walker with more HP. I don't get it, but it's fine. See, I think the Death Callers, they can... It's not even anime dead, it's just a straight up single target resurrection similar to Ancestral Spirit, I think is how that works. See, you know, let them do whatever they're doing, it doesn't even matter. There, you're silenced now, you can't resurrect your stupid idiot buddies. I've really been insulting my enemies throughout this campaign.
Our paths converge.
It's to demoralize them. Alright, let's move down and grab this Tauren while these folks just keep pushing onwards.
I'm acting on instinct. What troubles you?
I'm sure attacking into the final base will be more challenging, and we'll have to actually use our Tauren. But for now, we don't have to, so I'm not going to.
I'm ready to track. What lies before me?
Oh, no, I was wrong. There's the keyboard lag. Even though I moved my phone. I was so confident. I was so excited to maybe have solved it by now, but...
On the prowl.
No dice.
I've got the scent. I'm ready to track.
You don't really think about how an unresponsive keyboard is just the worst until it happens to you. And then you realize, I can't play the game! I joke about how bad I am at these games, but especially when I can't click the stuff that I need to click, you know? Makes it a lot worse. How dare you attack my Quillbore? Yeah, those Death Callers kind of suck. Again, we could be using the Staff of Silence more effectively.
Unleash my strength.
Right, move up. See, I A-clicked that, but again, there was the bit of lag.
My quarry nears. That way. Be happy. Unleash my strength.
You know, I think there's a charm at this point to having keyboard lag. That's why I don't even think about it anymore. I just
trouble brewing. I'm acting on
I just go with it. When it happens, it happens. And you're like, oh, Jay Barrino, just get a wired keyboard. Oh, you. That's the conversation that goes on in your head. I know. Yeah, see, Staff of Silence. It's actually it's pulling it through here. Good stuff. Break and break. Runed Bracers. I think I have one extra slot. Those will be okay for Karen until we just get full-on magic immunity, which would be the best thing, I think.
I dream.
I'm ready to track.
Okay, more dead Tauren.
Is trouble brewing?
Okay, since when does every flippin' centaur have flame strike? Again, it's supposed to encourage you to spread damage out with whatever it's called, Spirit Link. I understand that. I just don't want to do it, you know? Also, what's neat is the fact that we can resurrect our Tauren means that for so cheap is like, I feel like we'll never have all dead Tauren. There's just no way it could happen.
Flush them out.
Because it's so cheap to resurrect them. Alright, we appear to be in the end area, the end spot.
I am one with the earth.
Yeah, okay, I think I remember. You escort them all the way back, and they spawn out of these caves. It's just the worst.
Acting on instinct.
Alright, let's get in there.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm kind of curious just to see if my heroes alone can handle this. Pick something to Hex. Warcon. Interesting. He's level 15. That's no joke. Chen in the back, taking a little bit of heat, but mostly doing fine, and then we can just throw down a fatty silence. Oh, he's level 9. Let's go!
Unleash my strength.
I don't think that Warcon... I don't think he ever, resurrected.
Don't worry, Bane. We'll have you back to your father in no time.
I see.
Okay, we have more Tauren on the ground, so let's bring these back. Add him to my Tauren group.
I am one with the earth.
And now we have Bane, who's only level 2, and he can just carry garbage for us.
On the prowl.
That's your job. Carry garbage.
Your command.
He's literally Cairn, but only level 2. That's
acting
it.
on instinct.
So let's see if there's anything else in this base before we leave.
Maker.
We can just put it on him. He'll carry it back. I assume we'll get his inventory when this is all said and done. Ring of Protection
I
plus
wander
4. And we have to be careful because, again, he's only level 2. And there is a place where he'd resurrect down here, so there's that.
Could you ask of
Let's
me?
add him to my
answer the
Tauren group.
call. I've got the scent.
Yeah,
I've got
see, and
the
then
scent.
they've respawned a bunch of shit up here.
Be happy.
These are fire callers. Again, I'm just gonna leave my... I guess they're just gonna spawn endlessly.
What lies before me?
Like, my heroes are strong. I don't need to worry about this. Well, other than the fact that they just are gonna resurrect every unit before I kill them. Got a Staff of Silence, Shaperino. Just use it.
I wander alone. I'm acting
On to
on
the next
instinct.
group.
I hear you, man.
Misha's still alive, no problem. That's a fire caller, not a death... Oh, there's the death caller. Just kill the death caller. There we go. Focus the death callers first, I guess.
I'll give it a shot.
That's a fire caller. Ah, you know what? We can interrupt them from using that spell, so that's solid. Move up with the Tauren. Is this endless? Like, you have to break the rocks? Or is it that the rocks are just there to stop you from running by? And I think it's the latter. About 90% sure now it's the latter. Okay, so let's
On the prowl.
move up to the next section.
On the prowl.
Name your poison.
Silence them. No death callers, so it doesn't even matter. Let's move up with Bane in this group. I kind of like just using the hero group. Just, again, it just sort of highlights how powerful we've made them.
Me.
You seem a little hard.
I'm acting on instinct.
No death callers that I can see. Again, I understand what we're supposed to be doing. I get it. I understand the whole
got the
idea,
scent.
but I'm just not doing it.
I'm
If that's
ready
not
to
clear.
track.
Okay, death caller. Let's just go for that first.
Unleash the beast. What lies
And then I'm sorry, Quillbor. And I just need to be using my summons more and more. That's it.
What lies before me?
I mean, if you're just going to be using fire callers, you know what? Just don't even bother spawning out of that cave. You should just stay in there like a coward. Come on over.
I'm ready to track.
Wait, don't let him resummon anything.
Force them out.
I'm working real hard to justify my Staff of Silence purchase, if you haven't noticed. Because I sold items that I feel like people would go nuts over me selling. I know how you all can be. Not you all, but like one or two of you that stand out in the comments because you're loud and annoying.
My quarry nears.
See, it's human nature. It's easy to focus on the negatives, but, you know, I gotta say, the majority of you, lovely people. Wonderful to talk to in the comment section, let me say.
Ready.
I said this in another series. I read all my comments. I don't purposefully not read comments, alright? If you've left a comment, I've read it. I can't reasonably respond to them all. But again, if you've left a comment, I've seen it.
What lies before me?
And most likely enjoyed and appreciated it. Kill this guy before he resurrects too many things.
I've got the scent.
Well, he resurrected something, but that's alright. Sure, you know what? Bring the Tauren up. It's just as soon as they start getting flame struck,
Be happy.
Another round?
it just becomes that much worse, you know?
I'm acting on instinct.
Chunks.
I'm ready to track.
That one was pretty good.
Our paths converge.
I think that was a pretty good impersonation right there. Death Callers, just go for both. Just gotta focus fire the casters. It's just that easy. Did it? One Deathcaller brought the other Deathcaller back to life. That's dangerous.
I'm acting on instinct.
Rokan's survivability leaves a little bit to be desired, but I don't really know what we can do about that. As long as I'm using my silences properly, we can do this with the hero-only group. It's actually quite satisfying to do that. Oh, they weren't done. How many more sections of this are there? I think that actually might be it. I don't see any other caves.
On the prowl.
I haven't really even been using Chen. Here, you know what? Let's actually attack with all this stuff. Alright, you talked me into it, game. There's the Spirit Licks that you wanted me to use so badly. Alright, it's done. Please. Please. I'm probably getting some good XP for doing this.
My fang and claw. I've got the scent.
Maybe that's it?
Don't worry. Be happy.
I guess spirit linking anything with Misha is quite valuable, because she can just take such punishment away from everybody else. Quillbeast, don't get left behind. You're just gonna despawn.
Unleash my strength.
I think that's it. Let's just walk back to Thunder Bluff, and that's it. It's just this group is gonna path block itself.
I stand
Young
ready.
Chieftain. I'm not super caught up in my WoW lore. I know Cairn is dead. I think Garrosh killed him. It was like a show match, and then he poisoned him. So that put Bane in charge, which, after this ordeal, doesn't seem like the smartest of choices, if you ask me. But regardless, I don't know. I mean, it's, lines of succession, medieval fantasy. It's gotta stay within the family, or, Cairn's got his dynasty to think about. Anyway, and then I think, so Bane's in charge, and then he gets captured by
My quarry.
Ashara, maybe? And then Thrall and Jaina team up again after Jaina was real mad at everybody, but she still got along with Thrall, and they went and rescued him, and then they made a little alliance against Sylvanas, the baddie who knew everything before it happened and had a plan for everything, because she's Galaxy Brain at this point. She's written to just be Galaxy Brain, is my understanding of it. Alright, we got all the Tauren home, too. All these guys, they were just laying dead on the battlefield. Welcome home.
What would you ask of me?
Okay, go talk to your father and tell him your failure.
Ancestors.
Explain to him that you'll do better. Excellent, and now we have our fourth hero. Finally.
Bane, my son. I thought I'd lost you forever. I was an old fool to despair. Rexa, by returning my son to me, you have given me new life. For that I will ever be grateful. Now, you said that your war chief was in trouble, that the Horde needed the Tauren once again. Well, Thrall did much for us in his time, and we will not fail him. My warriors will rendezvous with the war chief upon the battlefield, but I will be returning with you.
How inspiring. Okay, so here, pick up your son's stuff.
The storm.
Ooh,
is coming.
he starts at level 10. That's excellent. There's our endurance aura, and let's just get that to level 4 straight away. So
Take
there's the
heart,
endurance
young
aura.
one.
Let's get the junk out of the stash that we know that we want, that we may or may not sell.
The Earth Mother is near.
The spirits surround me.
Okay,
My
so
old bones
you can
ache.
sell that. I don't want the robes. Just sell that.
Precisely.
And
They are Shush,
we'll give him the
Amen.
talisman, and I'm also going to give him the Arcanite shield. Because Cairn does not have evasion, so he really needs
Another round?
a little bit of extra survivability on that front. And we'll just trade a belt.
Young one.
Not a fair
Another
trade,
round?
but not bad either. Okay, so we're
Flush
good to
them
go.
out.
We have 7,000 gold, which means we could buy
Unleash
necklaces
my
of spell
strength.
immunity on 2 heroes.
I am able to help.
Okay, let's get the heck out of Dodge.
I'm acting on
So this went very
instinct.
well. We got, we min-maxed our items again. I don't think there was anything here we wanted except maybe the Mask of Death. Pendant of Mana on Cairn also. It's 250 mana. That's not bad at all, and I'm sure like his mana is going to get blasted through. His most important spell is well, Endurance Aura is good, but probably
Don't worry.
the
Be
War Stone,
happy.
just because
What
of
lies
the stun that
before
you can
me?
get out of that. Very, very important. And
Take
now I have a
heart,
fourth
young
hero I now have to
unleash
manage,
my
as if it
strength.
wasn't complicated enough. I don't remember what this is.
My quarry nears.
I really don't remember what that is.
Our paths converge.
Let's go. Let's just go back to the
Our
Spirit
paths
Lodge,
Converge.
turn it in, and then he's going to tell us to go somewhere else, and I'm going to say, please wait for approximately 2 to 3 hours, and then I will go and explore pretty much the rest of the map. So I think that's the plan. There's, I'm sure, a ton of stuff to go and find, but this is so much smaller than Mission 1. And I guess if we would have kept the book on
You
Chen, then
seem
maybe
a
we could have
little
teleported back
parched.
here, but just doesn't seem prudent.
My old bones ache.
I'm ready to
Poor
track.
Cairn, he's saying his bones ache. He's noticeably slower than the rest of my heroes.
Storm is
Poor guy.
coming.
You returned just in time, Rexar. Our scouts found this wounded ogre near the borderlands. Despite his wounds, he came all the way here seeking help.
Must help. New warlord conquer clan. Kill many warriors. Lead clan to ruin. Brothers not survive. Me seek help.
New warlord, huh? Don't worry, friend. I think I can help you. Have your witch doctors tend to his wounds, Vol'jin. I'm going to pay a little visit to his clan and meet this new warlord for myself.
Okay, so yeah, that's way down there. But now, like I had
Flush them
said,
out.
you know what? This situation does
acting
not
on
require our
instinct.
immediate attention, new friend ogre man. So we're just gonna go and wander around
wander alone.
and do some quests. How about that? And that will allow us to continue getting levels, continue getting gold.
What
The
lies
spell
before
immunity
me?
is also, it's quite
quarry
tempting to me.
nears.
We have 4 open slots, and one of those can definitely be
I'm ready to track.
Name your poison.
can be replaced by,
storm
like, if we
is
get a necklace
coming.
of spell immunity, we don't need to reduce spell damage. So
Flush them out.
found a mana up here. That's nice. Again, so now we're just
On
in
the
exploration
prowl.
mode, and I'm sure, but most of the stuff we're gonna find is not going to
I'm
be
acting
super
on
good.
instinct. This village has been razed. There's no evidence that the clan survived at all.
There be hoof prints everywhere. This must be the work of the centaur.
Stand and fight.
Okay, well, I don't need a rune of mana.
Gladly.
All right, let's go get some vengeance.
Here's
And I got to get in the
Durotar.
habit of anytime we're going to
Gladly.
engage something, we want Cairn going in first
Unleash
because
my
his whole
strength.
purpose is being a solid tank. Even though he doesn't have nearly as much HP because we've been stacking tomes on my other heroes for like 8 to 9 years. Centaur Torturer. I don't appreciate that. I mean, he has reincarnation, so no matter what happens, he'll be okay.
I'm ready to track.
Get some Quill Beasts. Start stacking those up while we move up into the
My strength.
next location.
Take heart, young one.
So strength tomes, pretty much, we'll prioritize those on Cairn coming up here. Let's see how long he stays hexed. Like a second and a half.
On the prowl.
I wonder what the calculation is that where heroes
Paths
reduce
converge.
damage, incoming damage.
Thrumkar warrior, I knew the war chief would not forsake us. You've got to kill the Centaur Khan and take his iron key. It's the only thing that can open these blasted cages.
Yeah, why don't we just hit him? Just hit the cages.
Prowl.
Impalers, no death callers, which means this con,
I'm ready
this
to
Centaur
track.
con is going to be obliterated. He's going to be a joke.
Acting on instinct. My fang and claw.
We have more cages there. All right, here we go.
Orcs no learn lesson. This land belong to us forever.
Enjoy being stunned forever. All right, Quillboars, not forever. You're a hero. It's fine. But we do have, I mean, we can Hex, we can Stormbolt, and we can War Stomp. If we cycle those in any efficient way, he can't do anything. It's fitting that we have Cairn here to help kill this guy. He's got Reincarnate. Yeah, of course he does.
I'm ready to track.
Just box him in.
Storm's coming.
Flush them out.
Okay, so like we Stomp,
What lies before me?
we Stormbolt, we Hex.
Unleash
Very
my
good against
strength.
single target stuff. Pro-Con has just not even been close. Not even helping at all.
Take heart, young one.
My glory nears.
Tomes.
Thank you, warrior. Now that my clan is safe, we will begin our march to Orgrimmar. Tell the chieftain we will join him soon.
Tell him yourself, dude. All right, so let's...
Take heart, young one.
I'm not your errand boy. I saved your life. That's as far as this goes. I put those all on Cairn. We gotta get him kind of up to snuff with my other heroes. Though he does have, I mean, look at the amount of strength he has.
My quarry nears.
That's pretty good. Okay, cool. So that's one little area of the map
I
done.
wander alone.
Well, there's a lot of the map left, and we're just walking. Rid of greater healing. Didn't need it.
What lies before me?
Look at us at a pristine, full health.
Acting on instinct.
That's for Cairn. There you go.
I've got the
Intelligence on Cairn is going to be pretty important. Though, granted, to be honest, his spells, his
storm
useful
is
spells,
coming. I'm
are
ready to
useful in
track.
very specific circumstances. So it's like, yes, I want to be able to stun stuff, but for the most part, if I can't, it's not the end of the
What
world.
lies before me?
And Shockwave is also, it's one of those that's good in very specific circumstances, and it's good against buildings, surprisingly. Like, it's very, very good against buildings. But unfortunately, that's about it. This stuff's giving us real good money.
My quarry nears. Our paths converge.
I wonder what this was supposed to be. Greater mana. It's fine.
On the prowl.
We can leave these in case we ever have to, like, run away. Oh, another con. If we ever have to run away from something.
I've got the
Another round?
I think all the cons have Resurrect. No, that one doesn't. I immediately ate my words.
track.
I said it with a questioning tone,
my
though.
strength.
Right? I wasn't saying I'm confident they all
On
have
the
it. I said I
prowl.
think. And I went, At the end of the statement? Oh no. Oh no. We gotta try to silence him. When you're awake, just hit them all. This is just a dick. This is a dick move. Putting them all here like this.
Ready to track.
Well, you can't put wards to sleep, you jerks. There we go. Light them on fire. Singe their wings. Bring them down.
Flush them out. What lies
Okay, well,
before
I'm not
me?
a huge fan of how that setup was. See, I don't think anything respawns on this map like in Mission 1, which is... I think it was necessary for Mission 1, but for this map, I'm actually pretty grateful that
acting
stuff
on
doesn't
instinct.
randomly respawn.
I've got the scent.
Man, I don't remember what any of these areas are.
I wander alone.
As far as I know, I've pretty much uncovered like what I need for the
Our
main
paths
quest, I
converge.
think.
On the prowl.
Let's figure out what's in here.
I'm acting
This
on
looks like it's going to be
instinct.
a cavern that we can enter.
I'm acting on instinct.
It is. Okay, so this is...
On the prowl.
I wonder if this is supposed to be
You seem a
like a
little
semi-secret or
parched.
what? Tomb of the Ancients. Though centuries of dust cover this lair, masterless golems still patrol its halls, defending long-abandoned corridors and ancient artifacts of power. But I don't have enough inventory space to
Unleash
take it
my
all.
strength.
I have 3 inventory spots, actually. That's not too bad.
My quarry nears.
Don't-
I've got the scent. Our paths
Don't embarrass me. I imagine these are immune to magic. Yes, there's not much point in casting anything. Got tomes down here. Agility is just always going to go on Rokon. Also, the faster he attacks, the more likely he's going to apply a random purge from his orb effect. Those Shaman Claws, even though you get them really early, are like pristine top-tier items because of the amount of extra damage you get from them. and the fact that you can get a purge. So it fulfills your orb effect requirements, but also,
I'm acting on
again, just having all that extra damage is really, really nice. You're not going to be able to replace that with a better orb effect if you want a dispel. Again, this is all immune to magic, so I just gotta, I think, just use Quill Beasts and Serpent Wards. And nothing else is going to work. I mean, Stampede would work, but... No, I put the Arcanite Shield on Cairn saying, oh, well, he doesn't have evasion, and then gave him an evasion item. I should probably spread that one of those to Rexar instead. I mean, they're all fine. They're all doing fine. Strength? Again, I want to get Cairn into like super tank mode. I don't think I don't have anything that can destroy mushrooms, which I'm sort of thankful for because I don't even want to bother.
Our paths converge.
Not sure if that might be a dead end. Like, which way is the real way to go? I could always ferry things in and out of this little instance and sell them back in town. And what is really nice is it seems like there's lots of tomes down here.
I'm ready to track.
Oh, hello. You're not magic immune.
Unleash my strength. What lies before me?
Trying to use everything to an extent. Oh yeah. Do you have? No, we got the money for it, which means no resurrect for you. Why was the Thunder / Lightning Lizard / Salamander Vizier?
Flush them out.
Am I missing something up here?
On the prowl.
He didn't drop anything. I think that's just up there for XP, which is fine with me, because that's, I mean, we could always use more XP.
I'm ready to
the sooner that we can get our double ultimates, level 2s of our ultimates, man, that's...
I'm acting on instinct.
That's going to be absolutely baller, even though I barely use Shen's ultimate, and when I do, it's by accident.
Our paths converge.
We're making our way through this pretty fast, and again, that's because we came in here after we did Theramore, and I think doing Theramore and Mulgore also really gets you what you need in terms of like levels and such. You're hitting the wrong button to get to Rokan in order to drop the Serpent Ward. It's 2, not 3.
I'm ready to track. On the prowl.
He did it again. I had Rokan selected, and I still changed the button that I was pushing. I don't think this works. No, it doesn't, because they're immune to magic, and the Staff of Silence technically is magic.
What lies before me? Flush them out.
Nothing. Something down there. Just double checking I didn't miss an area to go, but it doesn't look like it. This looks like it might be a dead end. Maiden of Shadows. Ooh, level 13. Let's go. Give me some tomes. Don't give me a bad item, please.
Ready to track.
Okay, all right. And again, we're gonna tome it up for
I got the right.
Cairn.
My strength.
That Mind Staff is still working wonders on Rokan. I think that's
Flush them out.
not gonna get replaced. Is there anything? No. We're gonna work our way around to that eventually, it looks like. Salamander Viziers, my favorite of the salamanders. And there's 2 of them. They're vying for power. They're vying for the King's Ear. Oh, these mana burn. Yuck.
What lies before me?
I'm having a good time with this campaign because it's been so long since I've played it that it feels like a fresh experience. And that was my problem with Reforged. Like, I recognize I made a stupid mistake by playing Classic so soon before Reforged. But also, I mean, if Reforged didn't have all of the crazy accompanying problems that it did, it wouldn't have been nearly as much of a problem for me. Again, there were so many. It looked like they were going to be changing things as well. Here's the actual Salamander Lord. There were 4 Viziers. He needs a lot of advisors. Salamander Society is a perilous one to navigate politically.
Flush them out.
Double check. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything.
On the prowl.
So yeah, I recognize that I did a stupid. I did a stupid. How do we get over there? Did I miss?
We're under
Oh,
attack.
there. I see. It's connected to where we're at.
Ready to track. Flush them out.
But I really wanted to play Classic because we were all under the assumption that more than was actually changed would be changed. So I was like, okay, well, even if it's sort of similar, it'll be, you know, a fresh experience. And the missions that were changed, I was happy to play, and I didn't feel like I wasted my time. But, you know, a lot of the missions that were exactly the same, and most of them were, you know, like 95% of them were pretty much the same. 90%, you know, and the ones that did it, like some of the Dalaran Reterrain, I mean, the actual mission invading Dalaran was great because it was brand new, even though, you know, you might disagree with some of the design decisions. It was new, so I was pleased with that.
On the prowl.
Amount of health. See, there are rocks there, so it's like baiting you to try to destroy the mushrooms, but we don't have anything that can.
I hear you, man.
But yeah, anyway, I think my Reforged playthrough as a whole went pretty well, and I'm happy with how it went, and I really wanted to avoid being hyper negative about it, just because, I mean, I feel like if people were still watching it, doesn't this look like this would be a trap? Like these are gonna light us on fire? You know, if people were watching it, they wanted to see it. It wasn't like, I mean, some people surely hate watched it because they were looking for an opportunity to leave a comment, you know, that they thought was witty or something. But
I wander alone.
oh my God, Lord Talendar, he's huge. Is he stunnable? Okay, he's at least stunnable. Okay, we gotta kill some of these other things first. I feel like I'm playing Diablo. Keep him stunned. Keep him debuffed. Light him up. Honestly, it's almost, look how fast he doesn't stay stunned at all. Wait, do it again. I gotta see it one more time. Oh, that time he stayed as a sheep for like a slight bit longer. He's running away. I like his health bar. Why? That's odd, you know? Damn. It's a big-ass fight. Talendar Skull Helm. The hollowed-out skull of Lord Talendar.
My quarry nears.
Increases hero's strength. Okay, so +6 all stats and blocks a spell. Okay, so it's an amulet. It's a slightly better Crown of Kings, and it blocks spells. So I think, again, I want to get spell immunity on some of these heroes. So whoever doesn't get the spell immunity can get the Talendar Skull Helm. That's a pretty cool item. I feel like that's worth coming down here. I don't think I missed anything, so let's go in. Warp me back to the beginning. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Flush them out. On the prowl.
All right, so we're going to go back to the main world, and again, I'm going to keep creeping the mainland before we progress the side quest. There's like that shimmering portal. I don't remember what that is, so we'll find out. And again, some of you may be leaving comments, you know, telling me, you know, where to get items and what each thing does, but I'm recording all this pretty much at the same time. Like, I'm just sitting down and playing through, and while it's splitting the videos, I'm just knocking them all out.
Paths converge.
And that's because, again, they take really long, so I may need to stop halfway through a mission and take a break, simply because, again, it's just that long. So that's why I do it that way. And I think it would be ridiculous to record a 4-hour video, right? You gotta make it into digestible chunks so that people can watch them in a day. Karen is lacking an orb. We need to get an orb on him. Oh, I never gave him his Crown of Kings. Here's your Crown of Kings, buddy. How could I have forgotten? And the Amulet of Spell Shield variant is decent on, I think it's pretty decent on Rexxar, simply because if we want to channel his ultimate, he's less likely to get stunned out of it. But it only blocks 1, so it's not like that's fantastic. I remember this down here. Let's come and see what this is while we're at it. And we still have some open inventory. We have 2 open slots. Ringer Protection +4. Talisman. Rune Bracers can be replaced by spell immunity eventually, and then Belts of Giant Strength we have 2 of. And frankly, I mean, they contribute a lot of
You
HP
seem a little
and damage,
parched.
but again, as our stats
What lies
increase, those
before
will
me?
slowly be outclassed.
Our
Like, for
paths
example, this thing that we
converge.
just picked up gave us +6 all stats, not just +6 one stat. So it gives us 200% extra stats. That's enormous. Man, these things are tiny, but they pack a punch. They got a lot of HP. Kobold Overseer.
What lies before me?
Yeah, I mean, at this rate, I think Orgrimmar accepts. It pushes out more species than it lets in. You know? Oh, Orgrimmar is a city for everybody except most of the people that already lived here.
Storm's coming.
That's a lot of gold.
They are Shushamen.
My quarry.
I don't know if that thing dropped anything. It didn't, but I mean, this is a lot of gold, so good stuff.
I feel you, man.
Okay, cool.
My old bones.
See, doing that before you go to Theramore might be worthwhile, simply because then you have the money that you need. Okay, so there's still several locations to go. Let's go back to town, and then I think I'll check like the bottom right and sweep my way up this way. I also want to see what this is. But that's a tale for another day, specifically tomorrow, because that's when you're going to see it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.